So we're talking to Michael Merritt, the director of Spring Awakening and the winner of Best Director of a Musical. How exciting is that?
It's amazingly exciting. I'm thrilled.
How did this project differ for you than, let's say, Thoroughly Modern Millie?
Well, this one certainly took a lot longer to get on the boards. It was over 8 years ago that we started working on it. And it was one of those where I started from the very beginning with the book writer and lyricist Stephen Sater and the composer Duncan Sheik. The three of us sat in my apartment, as I say, all that time ago. It was still the 20th century then, and started figuring out how we were going to tell the story. And it's taken quite a long time. It's been lots of casts, lots of different collaborators throughout the time, and producers and different theaters, and it's been a long, fruitful journey.
When the decision was made to move from off-Broadway to Broadway, were there things that you thought, I really have to change because this isn't going to play on Broadway?
I never thought that way. I have to tell you, there were things that I wanted to change and that we all wanted to change because it wasn't good enough yet, and we took it as far as we could. It's one of those weird things with a musical. More than a play and more than any other art form, I think, the audience tells you so much. And by the time you're in front of an audience, you have such a limited amount of time to work. And to our credit, I think, and thanks to Tom Hulse, Ira Pittleman, and the Atlantic Theater Company, they gave us so much extra time and so many resources to continue our work on it, even after we had opened to the press. So we were working because I really thought it could get better, even down there. And all I was hoping for ever was to play, like, if we did really well, we could play through the summer at the Atlantic. I never thought it was going to move uptown. Once it was going to, and that was decided that was the best move for it, then absolutely we all just rolled up our sleeves and dug back in and really went to work.
Now, whose idea was it to do the onstage seating?
That was my idea.
Why? Well, what did you think that it brought to the production, other than extra seats?
Right. Well, I always felt, and even in the workshops that we did at the Roundabout, I had the cast all on stage all the time, sitting in chairs before watching each other perform the play. Because in my mind, the distinction between the event of the play and the songs was really different. So I really wanted to have a defined area where the play happened, and it helped me to define that by having the actors watch. Then when we got to the Atlantic, it was also a bit of a practical thing, because for the first time in their history, they were doing a musical, and they had to lose seats in the back of the house, right, for the soundboard. And I thought, we don't want to lose seats. We want to get as many people in. And what if they were cheaper? We could get students. What if I put the chairs on stage? And at that point, Christine Jones came up with a really brilliant idea of how to incorporate them using the same chairs that we'd be using for the sets.
So are you ready to move on to another project?
I'm in previews already for another project. It's called 10 Million Miles. It's down at the Atlantic again. It's a book by Keith Bunin, songs by Patty Griffin. The songs are astonishing. The book is really lovely. Mayor Winningham, Skip Sudduth, Irene Malloy, and dreamy Matthew Morrison, and a pickup truck. And that's what's happening now. In fact, they had a show tonight, which I missed. So they're lucky they didn't have to suffer through all my notes.
And if that moves to Broadway, that good with you too?
You know what? I'm learning that anything is possible. I'm still trying to get the truck to turn at the right time, and for the door to work the right way, and for the lighting cues to happen the way I want them to, and for the songs to land. I'm not thinking beyond Tuesday night at this point.
Well, I can't wait to see that one and everything else you do. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much.